Hello, and welcome back to another instructional video from the Information Access Center of the Aguadilla Campus of the Interamerican University of Puerto Rico. On today's video, we will consider how to cite following the publication manual of the American Psychological Association. Citing allows you to incorporate the ideas or words of an author in your own work. You cite in your work in order to give the corresponding credit to an author and not commit plagiarism. You cite in your document the works of other authors that have contributed to the content of your investigation. These references can provide fundamental information that will support your research. The following table shows the basic in-text citation styles, be it one author, two authors, three or more authors, a group author with abbreviation, or a group author without abbreviation. There are three types of references: the direct reference, which involves using the author's words, the indirect reference, which involves paraphrasing, and the secondary reference, which are references that appear within a work. When using a direct quotation, we should always insert the exact quote. If the original material was written in another language that is not English, it should not be translated. When citing, you should always indicate the author's name, year of publication, and the page number related to the quote. When you do not have the page number, use the paragraph number. For quotes of less than 40 words, place them in the text between quotation marks. For quotes of more than 40 words, place them in a separate block of text. If there are paragraphs within the quotes, use an indentation. Use an ellipsis to indicate that you have omitted words within a quotation. Use square brackets, not parentheses, to enclose material such as an addition or explanation you have inserted in a quotation. Each quotation cited in the text should be in the list of references. If you would like to emphasize a word or words of a quotation, write it in italic. The first letter of the quote can be a capital or a small case letter. For quotations of fewer than 40 words, use double quotation marks around the author's actual wording. Always use the author's last name, year of publication, and page number. Here we have an example of a direct quotation of less than 40 words. Here we have another example. Here we have an example of a direct quotation of more than 40 words. Here is another. In an indirect quotation, the author's ideas are expressed in his own words. Therefore, do not use double quotation marks. Place them in a block or include the page number. When paraphrasing, you should give the author credit by indicating his last name and the publication date of the resource used, while also including it on the list of references. Here we see an example of an indirect quotation. Here we have an example of a secondary quotation. We can use a quote as part of the narrative, and we can also use quotes in parentheses. The year can be omitted from a citation when multiple narrative citations to a work appear within a single paragraph. Use the author date citation system to cite references in the text in APA style. In this system, each work used in a paper has two parts: an in-text citation and a corresponding reference list entry. On occasions, an author will publish various works in the same year. If this is the case, you should do the following. Include a lowercase letter after the year of publication. In a citation, you may include the works of various authors. This type of citation is used when different authors have the same thought. When you need to use this type of citation, the authors' names should be in alphabetical order, starting with the first author's last name. Separate the citations with a semicolon. Here we can see an example of that. All of the examples that we have seen here are from the 7th edition of the Publication Manual of the American Psychological Association.